Hey guys, Chris Palmer here of LoseManBoobsToday.com. Today we're going to have a look at how to lose man boobs. Now, before you have a look, before you even start to do anything about trying to lose man boobs, you need to know what type of man boobs that you've got. Okay, because there's two main types, and it's really important that you know which one, because the way you go about losing man boobs is very different. Depending on what type of man boobs you've actually got. Now, the two types are real gynecomastia and pseudo or fake gynecomastia. Okay. Now, the way you can tell is grab hold of one of your man boobs, give it sort of like a squeeze and have a feel around, mainly sort of behind the nipple area. Around the sort of lower chest area. If it's a hard ball-like feel, then get rid of this. If it's a hard ball-like feel, then that means it's real gynecomastia, which is actually an enlarged mammary gland. Okay. Now, if it's a soft and squishy feel, then that means it's pseudo gynecomastia, which is basically stubborn chest fat. Okay. So let's tackle the first one first. How do you get rid of real gynecomastia, which is the enlarged mammary gland? Now, unfortunately, the only option is surgery. Okay. No amount of diet and exercise will get rid of it. There's no magic pills, absolutely nothing at all you can do to get rid of an enlarged mammary gland apart from go under the knife and have it surgically removed. Okay, so don't go wasting your time on any kind of pills and stop slogging it out at the gym specifically to lose man boobs if that is what you've got. Now, thankfully, this form of man boobs only affects a very small minority of people. I think the figure's something about 5% of all man boob sufferers or something like that. I'm sure if you Google it you'll be able to find it, but only a very small amount of you have actually got this form of enlarged gland, and it's usually as a result of excess estrogen build-up through abuse of anabolic steroids, and some sources claim alcohol and marijuana, if used in excess, can lead to an increase in estrogen. And even some sources claim some foods, mainly soy products and refined foods, contain sort of phytoestrogens, which can obviously lead to a build-up. But either way, if this is what you're suffering with, then I'd speak to a specialist surgeon, because that's the only way you're going to get rid of it. Now, onto the good side, most people have pseudo gynecomastia, which is a soft and squishy feel, and that's basically just stubborn chest fat. Okay. Now, fat, be it stored in the chest or on the stomach or wherever, you're always going to need to do some kind of diet and exercise in order to burn it off. Okay. Now, when you're looking at losing man boobs, you need to incorporate some kind of weight training, some kind of resistance training, as well as the cardiovascular and a healthy eating plan. But be warned, if you don't do this correctly, you can actually make the condition worse. You need to know what you're doing on the weight training side of things especially, otherwise you can actually make your man boobs look bigger and look worse. Now, what you need to do is incline chest exercises only. Now, flat bench, flat flies, decline bench, anything like that is going to work a heck of a lot, put a lot of emphasis on the lower chest. And why the hell would you want to make your lower chest bigger when that's where all the weight is? You want to focus on your upper chest and build it up right near around the collarbone and on the inside. And what that will do is even out the chest and give it a lot more proportion, and sort of help give it shape really, and give it sort of the manly pec shape compared to the sort of womanly breast shape. Now, at the same time as doing that, obviously you're going to need to do some cardio, and that's to burn the fat off to reveal the new muscle that you're putting on in the right areas in order to build this shapely manly chest. and sort of make you proud to take your shirt off on hot summer days and things like that. I know, believe me, I've been there. I suffered with man boobs for good God, I can't even remember, at least sort of 5 years before actually managing to lose them. I've tried all kinds of different ways and techniques and went about it all wrong in the beginning, made it worse, and always trying to cover up my chest and wearing jumpers on hot days and when everyone else was swimming in the lake and all. I know exactly how it feels. Don't get me wrong. I know this seems like quite a bit of hard work, but if you've got to the stage where that's it, enough's enough, come summertime, I'm going to be able to take the shirt. If I'm going to have a good, solid, manly chest that I'm proud of, then you'll put the effort in and you'll do what it takes. So incline chest exercises for your weights, do that exclusively. Incline dumbbell presses, incline barbell presses, incline Smith machine, incline hammer, incline flies, always incline, yeah? Now cardio, me personally, I do about 40 minutes a day, 5 times a week, sometimes 6 times a week, but usually 5 times a week. For the weights, you want to be doing that about twice a week, by the way. Minimum once, but ideally twice. Cardio 40 minutes, 5 times per week. If you want a bit more information on the cardio, I suggest you visit the site listed below, my site, losemanboobstoday.com. I've put on there all sort of weight training, cardiovascular routines that I still do to this day. I'll go a bit more into that in just a second. Obviously, your diet's going to need to be spot on as well. You need to be burning off more calories than what you're putting in. Now that's going to vary from person to person depending on your activity levels. I mean, I keep my calories around about 1800 a day, and that seems to do fair. 1800 to 2200, around about that kind of level. But obviously, you'll need to experiment with that. Try and eat about sort of 5 or 6 meals a day instead of sort of 3 square ones. Protein, carbs from obviously good sources. Try and stay clear of the sugary stuff and refined foods. Again, it'll take a little bit of experimentation, but as long as you're burning off more calories than what you're putting in, then that should be on. And there's more information on the site about that as well. Right, okay. Obviously, as you can probably understand, it's going to take quite some time in order to sort of see some results, depending on what sort of stage you're at with your training, whether you're a gym rat who's in there all the time, or whether you're just starting out specifically to lose man boobs. It's still going to take some amount of time in order to get going. And if you're like me, then you want to get these things off your chest as soon as possible. Bane of your life, you've had enough of it. So how can you speed up your results? How can you get rid of man boobs quicker than just standard slogging it day in day out at the gym every day? You can get a supplement. Now, again, this only applies if these things, these pills, these supplements, they'll only help if it's pseudo-gynecomastia, basically soft and squishy chest fat. If it's real, if it's gland, don't bother wasting your time, you need surgery. Gynexin is the market leader at the moment, as far as I'm aware. It seems to be the most popular and the most talked about. It aims to target stored fatty cells, such as those stored in your chest, and it works to reduce them both in size and number. It's 100% natural. People have reported results in as little as 3 weeks, although bear in mind it can take up to sort of 3 months. It depends on your body type, as you're probably aware. Different people react differently to things like this. But they do offer a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee if you're not sort of completely satisfied with it anyway. I've used it myself and I got some good results out of it. Obviously, if you're 30 stone, don't expect to see any kind of overnight results of this. However, it will speed up your fat loss, because it's not just a sort of man boobs pill, it is sort of just a fat burner as well. So if you want to take it alongside, even if you are sort of very overweight, it might be a good addition to your arsenal anyway, just to speed things up. If you're of an average to lean build, then you should see a lot more noticeable results, because it will aim to sort of break up and release the fatty cells stored in the chest, so that they're moving freely around the body, which gives you a chance to burn them off before they have a chance to resettle and be redeposited in the chest area. So if you want the fastest possible results, grab something like this, and that'll put you in the best position. Now, if you visit the site losemanboobstoday.com, there's a lot more product reviews on there, and we go into detail a lot more about things like Ganexin. Like I said, the exercise routines, the weight routines and the cardio routines that I still do to this day are on there. Put my story on there for you to read. Always an interesting read, reading how other people have done it and the mistakes I made, so that you know what not to do, which I suppose is equally as important. Videos on there, documentaries about man boobs, all sorts of different stuff. So if you click the link that's below this site, if you're watching it on video site, or if the link's not there, if you're just watching it on someone else's site, just type it in your browser, losemanboobstoday.com. Hope you enjoy, and if I don't speak to you or hear from anyone, just say good luck and keep at it. And as long as you keep at it and don't stop and you're strict, then depending on where you're at, couple of weeks, couple of months, you could have that flat toned, sculpted, cut chest that you've been trying for and working so hard to achieve, doing it the right way. Okay, that's it all from me today. Hope you've liked the video. I'll catch you next time.